everyone. I know it's been a hot minute for some of you. It's probably been a day or two since I last posted, but anyways, I'm here with another book review and reminder that even if you get 5 to 10 minutes of reading during your day, even if it's during your lunch hour, your lunch break, or your coffee break or something, just get it in, even before bed. Unless you're dog tired and can't seem to pick up a book, that's okay. Just a reminder, if you want to support me financially, please click my bookshop.org affiliates link, and it's down below in the description, as well as please like and subscribe this channel. The more people can subscribe, more people subscribe to this channel, the more the word gets out. I think the present time I'm about at 40 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, if we can get some more, that'd be really great. Spread the word, share it, like it, do whatever you have to do. And that's it for my plugins. The book today is Homeseeking by Karissa Chen. This is a brand new book, so if you're looking to get it from the bookstore, it's a bit expensive. Here in Canada, it's a $40 book plus tax, whatever taxes they levy. I don't know what province you're in. I know some provinces charge HST, which is harmonized sales tax. Some charge provincial sales tax. One does not charge sales tax, so maybe get it sent there. And they only charge you the GST, the goods and services tax. This is a really good book. It took me almost all of May to read it. Took me all of May to read it, pretty much. It's a very long book. It's on Goodreads, and some places it's about 500 pages. So it's a chugster. And it is a dual timeline, but one timeline goes forward and one goes back. So I will explain that later on when I give you my overall rating and review. But first, give you the description of the book, and then I'll talk to you about that later. A single choice can define an entire life. Heywan, I think that's how you pronounce it, is buying bananas at 99 Ranch Market in Los Angeles when he looks up and sees his Suchi, for the very first time in 60 years. To recently widowed Heywan, it feels like a second chance, but Suchi has only survived by refusing to look back. Suchi was 7 when she first met Heywan in their Shanghai neighborhood, drawn by the sound of his violin. Their childhood friendship blossomed into a soul-deep love, but when Heywan secretly enlisted in the Nationalist Army in 1947 to save his brother from the draft, she was left with just his violin and a note, "Forgive me." Homeseeking follows the separated lovers through 6 decades of tumultuous Chinese history as war, famine, and opportunity take them separately to the songhalls of Hong Kong, the military encampments of Taiwan, the bustling streets of New York, and sunny California. Telling Heywan's story from the present to the past, while tracing Suchi's from her childhood to the present, meeting in the crucible of their lives. Throughout, Heywan holds his memories close, while Suchi forces herself to look forward, neither losing sight of the home they hold in their hearts. At once epic and intimate, Homeseeking is a story of family, sacrifice, and loyalty, and of the power of love to endure beyond distance, beyond time. I give this a 4. I think, if I remember correctly, there were some parts that dragged. Of course, it will drag in a book like this. There's always moments in a long book that it drags. I feel it dragged. Okay. It isn't a bad book. It's really, really good. So much so that Good Morning America used the book for one of its book club months. I'm not sure which month. I don't know. It just recently came out. I was very lucky to even get a copy when it did, because I wasn't sure. I got this because Goodreads has had these little things that you have to hit during certain months. And one of them was read an Asian author, and they give you selected titles that you can choose from, and that's what I selected. I didn't know how long this book was going to be, but it was really, really good, and it really follows Haewon and Suchi, and like I think it mentions in the book. Like Suchi, it goes for Haewon, it goes from past to present, and for from present to past. So it starts in 2008, and it goes back to 1947 or 5. Yeah, just after the end of the Second World War. And for Suchi, it starts in 1947, and it goes to 2008. And I won't tell you, they do meet in the middle. That was about 1966. And that was about midway of the book. It is a really good book. It is a hefty book, but it moves fast. I think it took me, if I remember correctly, it took me about half of the book for it to start to get some oomph to it, to get me really excited about the book. It, like I said, and not everybody's gonna like this book. I mean, you either like great epics or you don't. That is up to you. And yes, this is a library book, so I have to return it ASAP. I'm at the point at this time, I'm about a month overdue on this book. So, yeah, I'm about a month overdue on this book, and I need to get back as of this date. I won't tell you what date it is, because I know, and they're piling up my vlog videos, so I will be posting more. Anyways, really good book, really good if you like epics. It's a really good post World War II historical fiction. It is a bit of a genre mashup again, like Beautyland is a mashup. I do highly recommend it. Like, other than the 4 was, yeah, was, just because I felt it dragged in the beginning a bit. But I think it was about a third of the way through the book till about halfway it dragged. It's a significant portion of the book, but I managed to get my way through. It is a really good book. You get a very, very, interesting view of what it was like to live in what we would call in the West, the Far East, during that, particularly China, just after World War II. Sad to think that people had to do what they had to do, but I guess, war. Yeah. Anyways, it's a really good book. I do recommend it if you like epics and you like dual timelines. Also, if you like historical fiction, there's a lot of historical fiction in the book. It also gets more contemporary as you get through the book. You recognize things. Well, and like I said, it's a dual timeline, but it's a dual timeline that works in opposite. So you find out what happened, why Haewon left at the end of the book and wrote the letter, and so forth and so on. I do highly recommend the book. I said I recommend, but I think I'm blubbering at this point. Anyways, really good book. I recommend it if you need something chunky to read over the summer. That's how big it was. And I don't know what the paperback will be like, but I mean, if you can afford the $40 charge, at least that's the top end in Canada. The US, it's 30. So if you can, afford it, I'd recommend it. If you can't, get it through your library, or find someone who bought a copy, or find a copy somehow. It's expensive, I would say, I think a little too expensive. Anyways, but if you really want to buy it, I'd highly recommend you buying it through my bookshop.org affiliate site link. That's in the description, and you can kick me a few bucks free of charge. You can buy as many books as you want through that link. Anyways, I'll let you go. I've gone on too long with this. That is Homeseeking by Karissa Chen. That is a brand. It just came off. I think it came off like in January or February. If you're interested in lovers meeting in they're kind of going on like this, right? And they somewhat always miss the mark. I'd highly recommend it. It is also romance in a way, because there's a bunch of romance. There's romance in here, or name parts, I should say. I would, if you can. I can't, I don't know what podcast I heard would recommend on, but I think I did hear it on a podcast. Or Goodreads. So I recommend this book if you're looking for a really thick book to read this summer, and or even in the fall, depending on when you view this. I recommend it. And talk to you soon, and happy reading.